just a talk, ain't ready for 5 rounds. He used to be the champ, now he barely lasts 3 rounds. MMA dog, Hector and Dan, worldwide. Philly to Philippines, fighters tapping out for guillotines, losing this.
Welcome to MMA Dogs. My name is Hector, and this is my dog, Dan.
Hi, guys.
We'd like to welcome you to this very special episode of MMA Dogs. We have UFC Fight Night 26, the first UFC fight on Fox Sports 1. And this is a big deal, guys. They're trying to compete with ESPN. You know, Fox Sports says, let me get a little piece of that pie. Let me get in that 24/7 sports network world. So the UFC has a great opportunity here to make some money. The UFC is making, you know, their worth is approximately $2 billion. $2 billion. So, hey, you know what? My dog and I have been doing this for a while now. It's time for all of us to get a little piece of that pie. You know what I mean? It's a little time for all of us. So, dog, where can they find out more about how to make some money on MMA betting?
Yeah, dog, you guys can check out our website, MMAdogs.com. There we have our proven track record, our betting strategy, and also links to buy our new prediction videos and stuff. Now, there's not going to be anything actually available to download from your purchase until after the weigh-ins, and maybe even up until the next day on fight day. But we guarantee you that you will get your picks and stuff at least, if not more, 3 or more hours before the first prelim. Yep. And again, that's MMAdogs.com. That's MMADAWGS.com.
Yeah, and the reason for that, just to touch on that, dog, the reason for that is to try and get as much research on fight week, because, you know, these guys have to dehydrate themselves. They have to cut weight. Some guys do it right. Some guys do it wrong. We have to try to cram in as much information as possible, as much research, and those last few hours is very important. So that's why we have it that way. And to touch on the selling the picks and this and that, so people who buy the picks are going to get exclusive content that no one else has, nobody else gets to see, unless the people who shell out a small amount of money. It's not even, you know, it's a very small amount of money. So, but it makes it to where if we have, you know, people from all around the world buying these picks, it makes it worth our while. And the other thing I was thinking, if you benefited from our predictions, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars in the past, it's a good opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Let's see what these guys have to say about this next card, and support us in the process. So we're really excited about it. And for the people who've already bought it, thank you. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to bringing that fire, baby. Because, dog, they can see that record. You guys can see third party, verified. It's all there. You guys know who we are, and if you don't, you can check out all our past videos, all our records, MMADAWGS.com. You can see everything there. 5-star picks, 9-0. 4-star picks, 19-2. So, right there in itself, you know, you get to see when I predict a 5-star, 4-star, and these aren't little baby bets, guys. These are large to huge bets. You know, these are big bets, and you get to profit off of it. You just have to know what to look for, when to look for it. There's a lot of different things that go into it, but you can benefit from it all for a small price. So, check it out. Now, let's talk a little bit about Chael Sonnen, the gangster from Oregon, Westland, Oregon. And a little funny fact, I don't know if it's funny or pathetic, but when Chael Sonnen got caught up in that whole real estate scandal thing, you know, fraud that he got his 2 years probation with, this guy said, you know what, I'm getting my mom involved. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would never, first of all, I would never want to get involved in something like that. Second of all, you would never want to get your mama involved in that. You kidding me? And this guy, you know, he's been caught up in lies before with TRT and this and that. So, guys, proceed with caution here with Chael Sonnen. We all know about his wrestling. We all know about what he's good at, but you have to be real careful with this for this particular guy. And, his last 2 fights, who did he fight? He fought John Jones, and he fought Anderson Silva. Arguably, the best 2 fighters in the MMA game right now. And this guy's going in there like it's nothing, baby. He's going in there at 185, 205. This guy does not care. So this guy doesn't give a you-know-what about a you-know-who. This guy goes in there, I'm getting my mama involved. I'm getting John Jones. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. He'll take a short fight notice. I mean, this guy is the gangster from Oregon. And he's going up against a guy who has a nickname. People don't even know his name. They just call him Shogun. They don't even know his name. They say Shogun. He's fighting Shogun. He's going up against a guy who, if you haven't watched this fight, guys, I highly recommend it. One of the most entertaining fights. I remember where I watched it, who I watched that fight with. I remember I was over at my dad's place, and my dog and his wife were over. We were all watching it. My whole family we were all watching it. And this fight these guys put on, Dan Henderson and Shogun Rua, my God, what a fight. I mean, it was just back and forth, back and forth. Shogun, there's no quitting in Shogun. Another fight I can think of where he was getting beat, and he kept coming back. He kept getting for takedowns was the Gustafsson fight. And I was very impressed. He lost the fight, yes, and but it's still, this guy just goes out there, gives it his all. You know what to expect. You watch this Machida. This Machida fights 5 rounds. The fight with Dan Henderson, 5 rounds. This guy is just a 5-round beast, and you can't count him out. You really can't count out Shogun. I'm just really excited. I'm beyond excited for this fight. It's in a week. I can't wait. I'm really excited. And the lines are pretty even. I think the odds makers and the people who have been betting on this fight have gotten it right. The odds makers, guys, if you don't know this, the odds makers' goal is to have the line be where the public's going to bet it. They want their employer, they want their bosses, the sportsbook, to have an equal amount of money coming in. Now, they can play their little tricks and things and try and predict their own little predictions. But ultimately, they want an equal amount of money coming in so they can make money off of it, and then everybody gets paid, everybody goes home happy. But, with that being said, there are little tricks and things that can be played. The most important thing, though, is, like I said, the money coming in from the public, and the public has it pretty even. So, what do we got here? Chael Sonnen, a slight favorite, sitting around minus 145, minus 150. Shogun Rua, slight underdog, and this is a very even fight. You have to know what to look for to be able to form a bet here and say, you know what, I'm going to risk a 3-star wager, I'm going to do a 4-star wager, I'm going to do a 5-star wager, and it depends, it depends on what you look for, what you're looking at, and, dog, I kind of want to hand off the ball here to you and see what do you have to add about these two guys. I mean, this fight is very evenly contested. What do you think here?
Yeah, dog. This fight, anybody that would be betting on this fight for either guy that's counting out their opponent is should be shaking their head right now, because I'm telling you right now that both these guys are very, very dangerous and very, very crafty, very, very sneaky.
I mean, I don't know, dog. We were talking about this earlier, and we try, be as serious, as professional as we can be on the camera. But guys, we have a great old time. And we were talking about. I was telling my dog, what do you think the odds are? My dog said something about submission. Shogun being a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and Chael Sonnen being a white belt in jiu-jitsu. And we were saying, what are the odds here that Shogun throws his legs? What are the odds that Chael Sonnen ends up with another trapped in between another man's legs? Shogun Rua wrapping those legs around Chael Sonnen, and Chael Sonnen is screaming, "Uncle, get me out of here!" So this really is a fight that could go either way.
Yeah, this fight, I'm telling you, these guys, they have the experience in the later rounds. Shogun Rua, you can't count him out. He didn't look all that impressive against Brandon Vera. He looked arguably better against Alexander Gustafsson, even though he lost that one. But look at him in the later rounds, in the Dan Henderson fight, Brandon Vera fight, which he finished in the 4th round. And look at Chael Sonnen. The only time he's been in the 5th round, he got triangle choked. And you just gotta look at everything here. What's every possibility? Well, I can tell you right now, Shogun can knock out Chael Sonnen because we've seen Chael Sonnen more than once curl up into a ball. But we can also assume that Chael Sonnen is just going to lay on him for 5 rounds or even 3 rounds and survive the final 2 rounds to win a 48-47 decision. So it's really, really closely contested. And if you want our picks, I suggest you support us, and you want to buy them at MMAdogs.com.
That's right. Those are really good points, and like I said, with Shogun, we know what we're getting out of him. There's a reason why he's a favorite. He just all heart goes out there, does his thing. The fights he had with Machida, that first fight where they fought up in L.A. at the I think it was Staples Center. I know they were up in L.A. and man, that fight was incredible. Shogun won that fight and got robbed. And then the way he went out there and avenged that loss and knocked out Machida for the first time. I mean, this guy is no joke. And, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, with Chael Sonnen, we know what we're getting, that gangster. And, dog, to sum it all up, we're taking all the research, all the advice, and we're going to put it all into a package. Exclusive videos that no one else is going to see. All the picks, breakdowns, just everything in that package. Really, not expensive at all. Like I said, there's a lot of money to be made. There's billions of dollars. And, if you just look at the whole sports betting industry, whether it's in the United States, in Vegas, or whether it's overseas, or wherever it is that it's legal to bet and people can have fun and bet on it, and you always want to be responsible, of course. You always want to bet what you can afford to lose. You never want to, even if you're doing 5 stars, I'm going all in, you don't want to bet your mortgage on it, and then you can't pay your mortgage. You don't want to bet your rent on it, and you can't pay your rent. You want to be responsible with it. Budget yourself, whether, like I said before in the past, whether it's a year term, you put some money aside, or whether it's a 5 years or 10 years, or you're in it for the rest of your life. Regardless of it, you need to know how to play, when to play it, and what to look for. So, for more information, like my dog said, go to MMADAWGS.com. And we will see you guys and talk to you guys real soon.